The new Demon Slayer movie is fing awesome. Now I know, I'm a little late to the party with this one, but I'll explain to you why that is. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Demon Slayer. I feel like I'm in the minority when I say that I thought the first season was pretty mid. It wasn't until the second that I actually started getting into it. Even then, the first half of the Mugen Train arc was whatever. It wasn't until Akaza and Rengoku started fighting that I really got into it. But then the Entertainment District was really awesome. I liked that arc from beginning to end. It was fantastic. And the Swordsmith Village arc was fine. It was pretty good. It wasn't the best though. My overall thoughts on the series are that it's still not great. It's pretty good, but it never really gripped me. That's why I didn't even watch season 3 when it came out. So when I heard about this new Demon Slayer movie coming out, I really had no plans on seeing it. That was until I started seeing some of the reactions from fans and how awesome it was. So I was like, you know what? Let's give this a shot. So I had to quickly binge season 3 before I could go see the movie. And yeah, wasn't the best season ever, but let me tell you that this movie was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Zenitsu was one of the things I disliked about season 1, but this movie changed my mind. It was absolutely fantastic. That had me so hyped and excited, and the score that played here instantly became one of my favorites. It's awesome. And the connection between him and his brother who betrayed his master by becoming a demon, and the anger that Zenitsu feels to him for killing the only father figure he had. And at the end of the fight, you get the "you are my pride and joy" line, and it just hits, man. It just felt weird that all this lore was added so late into Zenitsu's story. If we had learned about this beforehand, this would have been a lot more compelling. Not to say it wasn't, but I thought Shinobu's fight against Domo was pretty good. I've never been a huge Shinobu fan. Honestly, I kind of forgot her name. But the highlight is Giyu and Tanjiro versus Akaza. Let me tell you, I was losing my mind when Akaza was smashing through all those floors because I knew what was coming. And it was peak. This fight takes up the majority of this movie, and it is just wall-to-wall action. Some of the coolest fight scenes you've ever seen in your life, with a great villain that's already been set up. And our protagonist and his mentor fighting together, what more could you want? I was hating Akaza so much, which is exactly what the movie wanted me to do. And then it hits you with his backstory, and it's like, damn, I don't want this guy to die. Like, you had me hating him so much, and now you just go back and, oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm going off script. Anyways, I think it was absolutely fantastic and a phenomenal time at the movie theater. There was a little kid next to me dressed up as Giyu, and other people dressed up as other characters. It was awesome to see. This used to be the type of thing they'd only do for Marvel movies. Even though Demon Slayer isn't exactly my thing, I love seeing how much people appreciate it. Now I gotta talk about how well this movie is doing. As of right now, this film has made over $630 million at the box office, which is insane. Not only for an animated movie from Japan, it is currently the 8th highest grossing rated R movie of all time. This film has beaten out big blockbusters such as Superman and Fantastic Four for the year. The amount of money this is making is nuts, and it's doing all this on just a $20 million budget. $20 million is a weird figure, because on one hand, it's a lot of money to spend on an anime, but on the other hand, compared to all the modern blockbusters, it's nothing. The average superhero movie has a budget of $200 million, and that's before they do another $100 million of marketing on top of that. This movie was $20 million marketing included. To get a rough estimate of how much the studio made, you can usually just half the gross total, because that's what actually gets returned to the studio, while the other half goes to the theaters. At $630 million, the studio received $315 million for their $20 million investment. Every other animation studio is salivating at those numbers. And you want to know why this movie was so cheap to make? It's because you don't need any marketing for this. People who watch the show have to see this movie. This movie is canon to the Demon Slayer manga. Every Demon Slayer anime watcher has to watch this to get the next part of the story. That's why this movie doesn't need any marketing. It's coming off the back of an already proven source material. There are millions of people already invested in this story. So in a sense, they had already bought their ticket before the movie even came out. They're locked in. And now because it's such a good movie, people like me who aren't as invested in the series are catching up on the show so they can see the movie in theaters because it's that good. I think this is the formula that anime studios are going to use going forward. Instead of releasing a new season, they're just going to release a movie. We already see that with Chainsaw Man, and even the new Jujutsu Kaisen movie, which is going to have the first 2 episodes of season 3 in it. You can already see them starting to adopt this. I'm saying right now, the Gojo vs. Sukuna movie is probably going to happen, and it's probably going to do just as well as this movie. And don't even get me started on a God Valley movie. With the current flashback we're getting right now in One Piece, it's being set up as a self-contained story that could be perfect for a movie adaptation. My ticket is already bought. I'm seeing that movie no matter what. It just comes down to the fact that this is easy money for the studios. They were already planning on adapting this source material. Might as well do it in a way that makes them more money. And honestly, it's a win-win. They were able to put more money into this Demon Slayer movie than they would have for the 6 or so episodes it would have been if they just released it as a season. Therefore, making the quality of the product that much better. They're able to put more money and effort into it because they know they'll be rewarded for it at the box office. And if this is going to follow in the trend of what Demon Slayer did for the Mugen Train arc, it's just going to release as episodes later anyways. You still get the benefit of better quality episodes without having to pay for it. You just have to wait for it to come out on streaming later. Anyways, all of this just has me really excited for the new possibilities in anime adaptations, and I hope this is a sign for better things to come, and not just these animation studios selling out trying to make as much money as they can. I hope this allows these studios to put more time and money into these projects, because they know they're going to get a bigger return for it at the box office. Like I said, it's a win-win. They make more money and we get better anime. Hey guys, so I know it's kind of weird that I made a Demon Slayer video 2 months after the movie came out, but I've just been really busy with a bunch of life stuff and I haven't been as productive as I wanted to be on these videos. But that's going to be changing because I really enjoy making these videos and now I'm getting a little bit more time back in my life. And I just saw the Jujutsu Kaisen movie this weekend, so keep your eyes out for a video on that. I appreciate all the support I've been getting. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.